This is Hombourg, which is a sort of a border town. Well, it's not that far. It's not that close to the border, right? It's only about 10-15 kilometres, and it's supposedly got an old town, so I'm going to have a look at it while I'm staying here. I've just been to the tourist office, which is over there, only to find it closed on a Saturday afternoon, so it's now about, well, it's going 11:45, so I'm going to have a walk up here and see what I can see. Alright. So we have St. Catherine's Chapel. St. Catherine being one of the saints that Jeanne d'Arc reputedly saw. And I don't know who she was exactly, but she must have been bound with France in one way or the other. Was the main entrance into the city of Hombourg. It was built between 1240 to 1250, and there were three such entrances, but this one was still survived. It would seem that this place Hombourg it was pretty important until after the 30 Years' War, when it lost its privileges, whatever they may have been. This is the Saint Clement Square, the fountain of Saint Clement, erected in 1837 on the site of a former fountain, and it's got the effigy of the Bishop of Metz, who, if I recall correctly, it wouldn't have been the first one, because this is the Bishop of Metz in the middle of the 13th century, but it was one of them had a great part to play in handing over of Joan of Arc to the English, who weren't too pleased with what she'd been up to and burnt her. Rue du Four, the translation in German, and Bockoven. Wow, isn't it really, really wonderful? Just wouldn't have thought it here. It's something I frequently say. And this is what you can see when you come up the motorway and have a prowl around. And I bet I'd have known a lot more had I been to the tourist office. The house is from 1913, and this was still in Germany. There we have a little chapel. Now the church here dated, it started building it in the end of the 13th century, during the 13th century. It took about 100 years to build. So 1290, let's say. Finished in 1400, something like that. And it's been a national monument since 1930. Here we have a convent. It's built 1766, 1769. In 1802 it became a presbytery. During the French Revolution, a lot of churches were destroyed. Abandoned now though. This is the graveyard, and as well as the honking of her vans coming up, we can also hear the distant call of sheep. I appreciate it was 1st November 2 weeks ago, but this is very well looked after graveyard. And behind it we have the new town. What looks like not particularly pleasant blocks. Most people have German surnames. This is the site of the medieval castle. The castle was built up here. The town around it, the town would have been guarded by 3 gates, and the castle here. So the castle dates from the same period as the beginnings of the town, which is like 1240, 1250, something like that. And the castle here, it was even updated as at the beginning of the 17th century, but it was in fact finally destroyed or dismantled by Cardinal Richelieu in 1634. So, but it's a very, very strong position with the overlooking the I suppose the road below. There's a path and a way up, and wonderful view. This is inside the church. It's somewhat austere. It's a protected monument, a listed building, and has been so since 1930, so it must have been one of the very first in France. Maybe it was done for political reasons, a symbol of Frenchness and a newly regained territory, which had been lost in 1871. The city is very austere. The church is now 750 years old. It has been renewed since then. It's nice and peaceful to absorb so people at night and come and see them. So, another little visit to a wonderful place I knew next to nothing about, but it sort of kindled a little bit of interest in me to find out more about Hombourg when I return. Very nice visit to Hombourg Haut. I don't know, there's something I would have appreciated, some bread cooked in a wooden oven. So I wonder what other interesting places are now about to present themselves. Like in Germany, I found that the thing to do is to leave the motorway, get on the normal roads. You've got time, you see some wonderful little gems. Usually one hasn't got time. Plenty of time at night to travel on the road.